So this video takes off where the last one stopped. And so what we had was we had a dog, and the dog walked here, walked up here, walked over there, walked down this way, and we found that we found the resultant vector. Okay, so this is part B of the same problem. Okay, and so we found that the resultant vector was 43.8 feet at an angle of 8.8 degrees east of north. Okay, so that would be like that, and that was 8.8 degrees right there. Okay. Now, I want to know, what was the velocity of the dog? Okay. Well, velocity vector is the displacement vector over time. So in that case, then this is going to be 43.8 feet in the direction of 8.8 degrees east of north, divided by the time. Well, the total time, remember we said the vector A was 25 seconds, and then the vector B was 13 seconds, and then vector C was 18 seconds, and then vector D was 15 seconds, so all that adds up to 71 seconds. So we divide by 71 seconds. Well, we don't change the angles. Time is a scalar, so it does not change the magnitude. Rather, it does change the magnitude, but it does not change the direction. So what we have is 43.8 feet divided by 71 seconds. So the velocity vector is going to be 0.617 feet per second at an angle of 8.8 degrees east of north. So that is the total velocity vector of what the dog did. Now, that's not the same as the average speed. So suppose I wanted to know what was the average speed. To find the average speed, that's going to be the distance traveled divided by time. So for our problem, then the distance traveled was going to be 41 feet plus 27 feet plus 33 feet plus 25 feet divided by 71 seconds. So the average speed is, so this is the average speed. The average speed would be 1.77 feet per second. Okay, so that's how you would find the average speed. And so what we had was, remember this problem, dog did this, that, and then the dog's master called, and we needed to find out the return vector of the dog. So what we did was this plus this plus this plus this gave us the resultant vector. The return vector, the home vector, was minus the resultant vector, and the resultant vector was the sum of all the other vectors. Okay. When I asked for what was the average velocity, the velocity is going to be the resultant vector over time. Okay. This is not the same as the average speed. So the average speed is going to be the distance traveled over time. So these are concepts that students often get confused, in these vector problems. Vector problems are a very important thing. You should always expect a vector problem on the test. So you ought to know how to solve these kinds of problems. And so this basically is an introduction to how you solve these problems.